to the clay pinch pot tutorial. The first thing you should do is knead your clay to squeeze out all of the air pockets and make it soft and easy to work with. Then pull off a section of your clay for adding details such as eyes, ears, tails, or whatever you want. To make your own slip or clay glue, take a pinch of clay and soften it in a little bit of water. Roll the bigger section of clay into a ball, preparing it for your pinch pot. To begin making your pinch pot, place your thumb in the center of the ball and use all 4 fingers to press the sides of the wall. Pinch and turn, pinch and turn. Make sure you don't press your thumb too far down into your pinch pot, otherwise it could make a hole in the bottom of your pot. Also be sure to keep the walls of the pinch pot thick enough so it doesn't become too thin. Otherwise, it will crack off and break like a potato chip. You want the edges of your pinch pot to be about as thick as an adult pinky finger. Press your pinch pot firmly into the table to create a flat base so your pinch pot isn't wobbly. Smooth the sides and edges of your pinch pot, so you can also use water to smooth out all of the cracks and imperfections. I'm going to make a lid for my pinch pot. You don't have to make a lid, but if you want to attach your pot to the base, like the beaver example, you can make a slab. In order to make a slab, flatten your clay out like a pancake. Again, you don't want to make it too thin, otherwise it will snap and break. Smooth the edges. You can use any tool with a straight edge to trim the clay to the size you want. You could use a toothpick, a push pin, or a paper clip. To demonstrate how to add another piece of clay onto the side of the clay. I'm forming a heart by pinching the edges into a point and then rounding out the top. The clay is very easy and fun to work with. Just smooth it out with your fingers and shape it into the form that you like. You need a flat surface in order to score and use slip to attach your piece of clay onto another piece of clay. To score your clay, take a sharp tool and scratch the surface of the clay where you want to add the other piece of clay. This process is called scoring. You also need to score the piece that you are attaching to the pinch pot. Again, scratch the surface of the clay that you want to attach. Now add the slip, or the clay glue, watered down so that it is about the consistency of pudding. Apply the slip to where you scored each piece of clay. This is like clay glue that fills in the cracks and sticks one piece of clay to another. Make sure that you blend the two pieces of clay together to avoid any air getting in between the two pieces of clay. To attach the handle, again, you need to have a flat surface where the clay attaches to the lid. Score the base of the handle. And score where you want to apply the handle. And then add slip. Be sure to blend the two pieces of clay together so that when it's fired, it becomes one piece. If air gets between the two pieces of clay, it will dry and pop off. Use a tool to get to the harder places to attach. Now for one of the most important things, please scratch your name and class code on the bottom of your clay piece. Your class code is your grade level and your teacher's first initial of her last name. This is what happens when you make your pinch pot. Press your thumb down too far into the pinch pot. You create a hole in the bottom. If this should happen, no worries, just roll your clay back into a ball and start over. This is what happens when you make your clay wall too thin. The wall gets wobbly and weak, and when it is fired, it will crack into smaller pieces. You can begin again by rolling it into a ball and add a little bit of water. To make a side opening pinch pot such as the fish, simply place the pinch pot on its side and press down into the base so that it stands up on its side and its base is not wobbly. To attach the back fin, even though it is curved, it still needs to have a flat surface where the two pieces of clay meet. You can use water to smooth out any imperfections and make your clay easier to mold. Create a nice flat surface to attach the two pieces of clay. Use a sharp tool to score both pieces of clay. Blend the clay from one piece to the next by pressing down on the seams. To make the eyes of the fish, even though they are round, you still need to make one part of the circle or one part of the ball flat so it can attach to body of the fish. Score where you would like to attach the eyes, and then find a flat surface of the eyeball to score where you are going to attach the eyeball to the body of the fish. Don't forget to use slip. Blend the seams of where the eye meets the body of the fish. Score the clay and add slip and blend. Use water to smooth out all of the cracks and imperfections of your clay piece. Press your base firmly into the table so that your pinch pot is not wobbly. And place your name and class code on the bottom of your piece. This is how you make a dome pinch pot, a pinch pot that is facing upside down. Make your pinch pot by pressing your thumb in the center and your fingers on the edges. Pinch and turn, pinch and turn. The head of the turtle, simply pinch the edge of the pinch pot into the shape of a head. Be careful not to make the edges of the pinch pot too thin. To attach the tail, make a thick tail with a flat edge. Use a sharp tool to score the flat edge and score where you would like to attach the tail. Apply the slip on the tail and the turtle body. Blend the seams of the tail to the body. Attach the legs the same way that you attached the tail. Make 4 legs that are similar. Create a flat edge. Score the leg, score the body, apply the slip, and blend. To add details, you can use a sharp tool to draw designs of the shell of the turtle, eyes, and a smile. Write your name on the bottom of the turtle and put it in the baggie with your name and class code and the slip of paper that indicates the 3 colors of glaze that you have chosen. To apply the glaze, use the paintbrush provided. Do not glaze the bottom of your pinch pot. This is where the pinch pot sits on the kiln shelf, and if there is glaze on the bottom of the pinch pot, it will adhere to the shelf, and the only way to get it off of the shelf would be to break it. If you do a side pinch pot, do not glaze the bottom of the pinch pot on the side. And if you make a dome pinch pot, do not glaze the edge of the dome where the pinch pot touches the table. Apply 3 coats of glaze so that your colors are vibrant and shiny. If you choose white glaze, you need to glaze the pinch pot with the white glaze, otherwise your pinch pot won't be shiny where you want it to be white. Place your pinch pot back in your baggie with your name and class code to be fired a second time. I hope this tutorial was helpful.